Shalom, I'm Yoshua Yaakov Ben Abraham from Jerusalem. I'm smiling. Okay, you have perhaps noticed there's been a lot of water under the dam since the last few weeks. I'll try to brief you. I'm smiling because, thank God, I've been blessed to receive proper medication for a serious infection in my left leg, which is healing well. And I'm on a macrobiotic diet because I'm about 55 or 60 pounds overweight, and it's going very well. Okay, let's see. Putting some things in perspective, a lot of things have changed. I think we're seeing the true face of Iran in terms of the iron fist and the control of the mullahs, and that's breaking out. So let's see what things are important. Okay, we have the collapse of the local reality globally that ended man's exile. Nobody seems to understand it. The theory of consciousness, receive it and give, which I wrote many years ago, is starting to nobody claims to have a theory of consciousness, but okay, that's what it is. Receive and to give in Hebrew Kabbalah B'Shvilatet. Let's see, the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. These things are not getting on the front page or getting video views of 100 or 200 or 500,000 or 5 or 10 million because the mainstream media is very much, as Chomsky would say in the propaganda model, it's part of the problem. It's what we need. So back to a couple things that I was saying. I'm smiling because I'm feeling much better. If you look at the previous videos, you'll see a lot of anguish and pain on my face because I'm really suffering with a lot of affliction. Well, thank God, I'm feeling a lot better now. And okay, a couple of things, little news. Humanomics is very important, and it's the solution to the collapse of the local reality globally, the collapse of the world economy, and there are some people who really don't like it, particularly communism and its facelift socialism and all of the revisionisms of that ilk. And so YouTube was circumscribed, interdicted. It was taken off the air. I was hacked out, and my video channel was hacked out, removed, and it was done very cleverly. It was done in a way so that we thought it was YouTube, and what it was it was another source that was masking it to the local front to make it look like it was YouTube. Okay. Also, Orkut, which is about 330 or 40 subscribers, that network was taken out. There was an attack on MySpace, about a dozen and a half social networks that we put up a presence and to brand Humanomics. So Humanomics is a world movement, and you know, myself and my wife and a few remarkable people. So you know, we're doing our best and getting a lot of attacks. A lot of people don't want Humanomics. They don't want Humanomics because communism has collapsed, and we've said it replaces communism, and capitalism has collapsed, and we said it replaces capitalism. Humanomics is a convergence model of the East and West. And why is it so clear that the communist socialist manifesto is weak and finished? Well, it's simple. The first principle of Humanomics is to all from God and from all according to God. And this is something everybody needs, and we have to be conscious of God and of ourselves. And you don't need political leaders and the like. So that's the basic message, and with that comes the prescription, receive and give, which is the theory of consciousness. It's also the first principle of cognitive behavioral science and the new economic paradigm. That's the integration of labor. These things are needed. They're not on the radar. And Washington and the EU and the mainstream media ignores it. So it's in God's hands. And by the way, He can hasten it. In a day, He can, just like, here's Susan Boyle in Palookaville in Oblivion all of her life. She walks out on the stage and opens her mouth, and there's 100 million people who know she is. Well, the same can very much happen, and we have a Ketzat Haderek in Hebrew. It means a quantum leap, and so God can change the world in a day. So we can hope and pray that the various things that are needed, that have to be done to facilitate Humanomics, will in fact be done. And you can help too. Subscribe, view, let your friends know. Let's get the Humanomics movement moving. That's branding it. Link it everywhere. Link it to people who look at the videos, tell others to look at the videos, and get the dialogic going. That's about all I can say, and I'm glad to be back with you, and to be being restored to full health. And let's hope I succeed in losing the 23 to 25 kilos, about 50 or so, 60 pounds. And I'll be back to a lean profile. So I'm Yeshua Yaakov from Jerusalem. Jerusalem is Yeshua, and I'm the author of the trilogy Humanomics and its two paradigms, receiving and giving the integration of labor. And I thank you for listening, and stay tuned. Much more to come. Thank you.